Hey guys, we're in the basement. I'm whispering because it's really early. Everyone's asleep. So today we're doing a John's Arcade on the road. And by the way, over here is Adam. Adam's here.
Good morning.
Adam, how you doing?
What are we doing?
Adam, it's really early in the morning.
Early.
I've been up for 15 minutes.
Yeah, I've been up for long. You didn't open the door for me.
I told him to be here at 9. He came early.
Yeah, 8:57.
That's early. Isn't that early?
Well, in general, it's early. It's early right now.
So here's the deal, Adam.
Yes. What are we doing?
I'm so tired. I'm not kidding.
Where are we going?
We're going to pick up a game.
Okay.
And I didn't tell you what the game is.
Right. Makes it more exciting.
It is more exciting. So we're going to get in the car. And by the way, this is the first game I ever got on LETGO.
The Arkanoid that I got?
Yeah.
Just this week was on LETGO.
I know. I let you have that, by the way.
Somebody posted something
I know.
on LETGO. I'm like, what the hell is LETGO?
I let you have that.
Did you really?
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
I'm kidding. Yeah, I saw the $100 Arkanoid. But yeah, this game was on LETGO. So LETGO
It's a whole new thing to me.
is a whole new thing. And it's kind of like Craigslist.
Right.
And what I like about it is that people are selling stuff on there and there's not as many buyers.
Yes. Right. Which is why I didn't tell people about it.
So maybe we should tell you guys about LETGO.
Right.
God, I look so... Oh... What do you think of my drink here?
It reminds me of that drink from Iron Man. What was that? Green goop that he drinks?
From Iron Man?
Yeah, he makes this green goop.
Oh, he does?
Chef arc thing is poisoning him.
That's exactly why I drink it. Yeah.
You got an arc reactor in there.
It's good.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right, we're going to get in the car, we're going to take a ride to Connecticut, and we're going to pick up this game that Adam doesn't know what it is.
Is this game for you, or is
It's for the basement.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I was completely thrown off. I was trying to envision what game.
No, it's not going to the hangar.
Right
Oh, and we might go to the hangar in this video. Do you want to?
yeah, it's fine. Is it on the way? Well, no, it's not on the way. It's in the
Whatever, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
So, all right, guys, let's get in the car and let's go pick up a game, and we'll wake up along the way. All right, let's go.
I don't believe we don't belong. No one can see what we've got.
All right, Adam, we're driving.
We are. It's a little bit later. A little bit more awake.
It's a little later. I'm definitely a little more awake. I was not ready for this morning. I could have slept a couple more hours. So anyway, so we're driving down to Connecticut. Adam, this game, again, was on LETGO.
Right.
Which is a new thing that we're starting to use.
Yes.
It's funny, too, because there was another game on LETGO, Eagle.
Okay.
Which is a Century, like, Galaxian-type clone.
I saw that one.
And, oh, you saw that, huh? Did you let me get that, maybe?
No, I passed over it. I don't know. It seems like there's just so many of those types of games.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'm overwhelmed by all the different titles. That
Yeah, I know.
Similar, so. But for $100, I mean, how can you pass it up?
Well, I mean, I've kind of been, like, wanting one of those, like, Phoenix era type Galaxian clones.
Sure.
You know, there's, like, Eagle and Space Firebird and what else?
Yeah, it looked beautiful. I mean, it looked,
well, I couldn't really tell. It was a blurry photo.
Oh.
But it looked like it was working.
Yeah.
I mean, the monitor was on. The game was on the screen. I offered them $100 and he took it.
Right.
So now what?
Right. I gotta get it. Right?
Do I? It'd be kind of cool if we got it in this video because right now we're not that far from where it is.
Yeah. I mean, there's the cyberspace.
Yeah, I know.
Can you fit 2 games in here? Probably
No. On the roof, maybe.
Right.
So I don't know. So we're gonna keep driving. So this. You want me to give you a clue about this game? So you think you've seen this?
I think I've seen the game. It was a game that I was really tempted to get.
On LETGO.
Yes.
Okay.
But I decided not to. So,
Really?
Yeah, I think it was just, I don't know. I look for the really cheap games, and I think this one was, I want to say it was in the $300 range.
I'm not telling you.
Okay. But there was one game that really caught my eye, and it was.
I'll give you a clue.
Okay.
You want a clue?
Sure.
I'll see. All right. It's okay. The clue's this.
Yeah.
It's a conversion.
I know what it is.
You do?
Yeah. It's the one that I was thinking about.
You know what it is?
I got all I saw it, and I was like, oh, I wonder if I could...
Okay, don't say anything, okay? So, but here's the thing. It is a conversion, but it's legit.
I know.
It's a legit conversion.
Yeah. And it looks good, really good shape.
It looks great.
Yeah.
It was intended to look the way it does.
Yeah.
And the conversion kit was sold by the manufacturer of the game it converted.
Yes. I researched this,
So they made the kit to convert it.
Right.
So it's legit.
It's legit, yes.
So these kind of conversions don't really bother me because they are part of arcade history, and it was intended to be this way.
Right.
It wasn't like some operator's Frankenstein.
Yes.
Like it's like, oh, I'm going to convert this Street Fighter into a Space Invaders.
Or
You know,
fit, the marquee, whatever.
Yeah, this is the way it was. It was meant to be this way.
Right.
So anyway, like kind of like my Major Havoc, you know, in the basement. Atari made that kit to go in that Tempest. So. Anyway, we're gonna keep driving. It's down by the airport in Connecticut. So I don't know. We're probably like 20 minutes from there, 15. So we'll be back. Are you excited?
I am. I really want to see what this game. It plays, right? I assume.
Yeah, it's supposed to be working, and it looks good.
Yeah.
I think it's one of these games I just throw in the basement.
Sure.
Which is great
Ready to go.
for this time of the year.
Yeah. You're a busy guy, right?
Well, it's cold. I just don't want to be in the garage.
Plus with the hangar and everything, who's got time to do, you know?
Well, I'm still going to restore games in the garage. I got the Turtles and the Mortal Kombat.
That's true.
So as soon as it gets warm again.
Right.
But we got room for this.
Cool.
So, all right, guys, let's keep driving.
I don't believe we don't belong. No one can see what we've
Adam,
got.
Are we close?
Yeah, we are. So over there are tobacco farms, tobacco barns.
Really?
Where they dry out tobacco.
Oh.
And when you're landing at this airport in Hartford, Connecticut, you fly over all the tobacco farms, and you can see all the.
Oh, sweet.
You know, like a lot of cigars that are made in like Cuba and Dominican, they all have like Connecticut wrappers.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's like a thing, the Connecticut wrapper.
Okay.
And I think that stuff's all grown like right here, like all the really big cigars.
Really?
Yeah. So these barns all have tobacco hanging from the rafters,
you
drying.
Can see the slats on the side.
Yeah, and I think they want the sun to go in, so that they dry out.
Sure.
Isn't that wild? So look at all the tobacco.
Oh wow.
I mean, I think they probably harvested it. But
that's where they would hang it.
This is. I think the tobacco grows up maybe and hooks onto the. It looks like a prison, doesn't it? It has like a prison vibe, doesn't it?
Right, a little, I don't know.
So yeah, when you're landing at this airport, you're flying over all the tobacco fields. Yeah, it's all tobacco.
Wow.
So I always wonder if this is the same tobacco that's on those Connecticut wrapper cigars. Anyway. All right, so we're almost there. And we'll just keep driving and be back. All right, guys, we just loaded the game up. So, Adam, it looked pretty great, actually.
Yeah, it does.
It's in good condition.
Yeah, it does.
It's very, very nice. It's right here, by the way. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to tell you guys what it is until we get back to the garage.
But we can tell them that the story of the game, like it's been here for many years. Right?
Yeah, this is a school that we're at, and it's for autistic children, I think, right? And so for the last 20 years ago, they had an arcade in here,
right?
And so they had a bunch of games, and I guess about 10 years ago, they had to close the arcade down, and because they needed room for another classroom,
right?
And so they put a bunch of games in the basement, and they've been down there for the last 10 years, right? And this is one of the games that's been downstairs in the last 10 years, and I guess they had other games that we didn't see, but they weren't really available to us. They had a Spy Hunter, and then like a
Cubert, I think.
The Cubert's gone.
Right.
There was a Cubert here, and so Adam missed that. I missed that. I would have liked to grab that and thrown it in the hangar, to be honest. And then they have a King of Steel pinball machine.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
I didn't ask them. They got Mr. Do, I think, too, right?
They have a Mr. Do that is
still available. So
yeah, it's a conversion that was converted to. It was a scramble cabinet, I think, converted to Mr. Do. Anyway, if you guys go on LETGO and just search around Hartford, Connecticut, you can find this stuff. But so anyway, all right, let's keep driving. We're gonna go back to the garage and take a look at the game. But here it is, and we're back by the tobacco farms. All right, guys, let's go. All right, and we're driving still.
We are. Taking a pit stop, right?
Yeah, we're gonna stop at the hangar.
Okay.
And just see what's going on, make sure everything's working. And also, we made a lot of changes this week,
Right.
and I want to share that with everybody. So we added some games. We picked up a House of Dead,
Okay.
which I think is super cool.
Yeah.
And we got a Gauntlet there now. And
Sweet.
so anyway, all right, let's keep driving. We're gonna just stop at the hangar and then continue on to the house and look at this game that we picked up. What is it? So, all right, guys, let's keep driving. All right, Adam, we're at the hangar.
We are. Are we
So-
breaking in? I mean, how does
No, we're gonna go through the back, Goodfellas style. So I want to check on the games, make sure they're all working, make sure the coin mechs are cool.
Okay.
Because it's Saturday
Yep.
night and it's a big night. So I usually come here like about now, just to make sure everything's okay because the weekends are so important.
Right.
And also, we don't want broken games ever on the floor.
Right.
So if something's down, we fix it or remove it. So right here, here's our NBA Tournament Edition. What do you think? Huh? Okay, so here's the NBA Tournament Edition. We got this from an operator in pieces.
Okay.
And it was actually converted to a Showtime. And so Tim, our buddy Tim,
Yep.
Mr. Dude, he came up here the other night and helped us convert it back to NBA Jam.
Okay.
So this was the Showtime harness.
Yeah.
So anyway, we got it working.
Yeah.
But there's no sound.
Oh.
So we think the soundboard is bad. So we're gonna throw another soundboard in from. I think it's the same soundboard as Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
So we just have to swap out the ROMs.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be doing that like tomorrow or something when I get the board. But this thing looks pretty good. We got a couple control panels to choose from. We're gonna basically build the best one. And this is actually the way better control panel right here.
Down here on the bottom.
Yeah, it's on the bottom.
Yeah.
And then someone painted this black.
I was gonna say, like, is this for a custom decal or how does it?
Well, there's an NBA logo underneath here.
Oh, all right.
And some operator painted this black, and he actually did a pretty good job.
Yeah, he did.
It's like perfectly black.
Right.
So I'm gonna try to get this off.
Okay.
If not, I have NBA logos.
Okay.
I have the NBA logo.
Sure.
It's the the logo of the guy with the
Yeah,
basketball.
yeah.
The
I wonder why they would paint it black like that.
I don't know. It's weird they painted it black, but it's not a. It's not a bad cabinet except
it's
for
good.
that.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty confident I can get this off with alcohol and
Sure.
magic eraser. I'm gonna
yeah.
try it. But other than that, so that's the NBA Jam, and it's in great shape. We got the right joysticks. It should have 2 reds and 2 blues,
Okay.
and that other control panel has
Got
that.
it. Right,
yeah.
right.
And then it's got a Tournament Edition marquee.
Yeah.
Our board right now is regular NBA Jam.
What's the difference? Do you know?
There's just more stuff.
Okay.
So we're gonna get the Tournament Edition board too.
Sure.
So we're working on that right now.
Cool.
And then this is a Time Pilot
Yeah,
cocktail.
I saw that. Nice.
And right now it was working,
Yeah.
and somehow in transit the monitor died. So we're gonna fix that next week. It's just like a 13-inch Geo7.
Sure.
That's the wrong joystick, by the way. It should be a Monroe.
Okay.
The other side has the right one, so we're looking for a cocktail Monroe, which is different than the upright one.
Gotcha.
And then this Miss Pac-Man, I can't tell you about that just yet.
You guys already have one, right?
I know, yeah, that's going somewhere. All right, let's go over here. So every time I come in here, I'm always like, all right, please everything be working, please everything be working. I want to see every monitor on. So we moved some stuff around. So here's our House of the Dead.
This new?
Yeah, Jay and I bought this a few weeks ago, and we just got it here. And isn't it awesome? I love the cabinet, right? It's totally cool, isn't it? And then this is Jay's Gauntlet. We brought this here the other night.
Okay.
So we really,
How's this doing?
I don't know, it's only been here a couple days. So I'll tell you, I'll be able to tell you guys where it is on the list. I mean, right now our top earners have been, the top 3 games have been Ghostbusters, NBA Fast Break, and Pole Position.
Right.
And this game right here is shooting up the list.
It is, yeah.
This is probably going to be one of our top games.
Yeah.
So Turtles is crushing it.
So in an environment like this, it's like multiplayer, right? Those are the ones you're looking for?
Yeah, it's like multiplayer, driving, and shooters.
Yeah.
That's why I can tell you right now, just based on the few days this has been here, that thing's crushing it.
Really?
House of the Dead is, yeah. I don't get the sense that Gauntlet is really doing that great yet, but it's so early to tell. It's only been like 2 days. And then over here, I brought the Xenophobe.
Oh yeah.
That was in the garage. So we don't really like the spot it's in.
Right.
We got to find a better spot for it because it's kind of like infringes on Galaga's space here.
You took this out. So you unloaded this yourself, didn't you?
Dude.
Took two of us to put it in the car.
Dude, you have no idea how.
I saw your Twitter post. You said I almost killed myself.
I did.
Right?
It was kind of like a comedy what was happening, and it's a miracle I didn't break it.
Yeah, because this is the weak spot, right?
Yeah, because what happened was I put it on my two-wheel cart. Actually, the one that you replaced.
Yeah.
It's the cart that doesn't have a strap.
Right.
And I'm wheeling it around the garage, and I was trying to exit the garage, and there's a bit of a step down, and I didn't hit it straight on, and the game fell off the cart to the left. It just went like this, right? And it landed on the hood of my Explorer. And if my Explorer wasn't there, it would have landed on the ground flat. So the Explorer saved it.
Right.
I'm like, oh, whew. So then I put it back on the cart, and I'm like, all right, well, I have to turn around. So I went back up that curb again, and then it fell off left again, and it landed on my lawnmower. And it hit the lawnmower right here.
Oh, yeah.
Do you see that mark?
Yes.
And it was like,
That's a miracle it didn't land here.
I know. Do you know, dude? It hit my lawnmower so hard, and like it kind of hurt me as it went down because I was trying to catch it. It's a miracle that I even got it here. Wow. This was the hardest thing to put in my car alone. And then the head. What happened was I got the head in the car, but because this is not even with this. Like this was like below.
You were taking it out.
It
was an
so like this was like below the bumper, and this was in the car. So I had to like
muscle it up.
The whole thing. I had. It was horrible.
And this base is heavy. It's very
I shouldn't have done it by myself. It was frightening. So let's see if everything's working here. I think we're in good shape actually. Yeah, everything's working great. And I'm looking up at the front there. So Berserk, Galaxian. So usually what I do, I make sure all the monitors are on. And then, oh, by the way, we brought this here too. So this is a Tapper cocktail.
Is this Jay's?
It is Jay's. There's only 300 of these. They only made 300. Now we're missing the overlay, the underlay.
Right.
So I was gonna make a custom one with Amherst Brewing logo.
There's one of these on LETGO right now, I think.
Is there really?
Yeah.
There's only 300 made. Yeah, the Tapper cocktails are really rare.
It's like $800 or something.
So our plan is to have the Tapper cocktail here, and then Time Pilot there.
Yeah.
And actually, eventually, they're going to be right here. One's going to be here, and one's going to be here. That's the plan. So yeah, everything seems to be working great. So what I do now then is I go through and at least once a week I test every single coin mech.
Okay.
And then in between I do spot checks on the most important games.
Right.
You know, the
big earners.
The big, like I make sure Turtles is working. I make sure the pinball coin mechs are working. I do all of those, like the top 5 games. And then, like I said, once a week, then I go through every coin mech.
But it seems like now you're at least you're at a state where things are kind of working.
Yes.
And it's just kind of ramping
I'm
down
starting
a
to
little bit
predict like stuff too.
Sure.
Like I know that like whatever. Like I know Turtles, the far left coin mech can jam.
Yeah.
So I make sure I check that one every time I come.
Right.
And if it's not jammed, good. If it is jammed, so look at House of Dead getting play. Isn't that awesome?
2 little girls fighting zombies. Isn't that beautiful?
So, all right, I'm gonna go through the coin mechs really fast and just test a couple of them.
Sure.
You want to do it with me?
Yeah.
So normally what I do is I just open the coin door and just pull a couple quarters out and drop them in. All right. So let's test it. Good. All right, those are all working.
Grab a couple. I'm gonna use back. Well, I just use it for the other game.
No, but yeah, put them in. All right, so all 4 of those mechs are working. So anyway, I'm gonna go through and just do the same thing on a few games. All right, so Adam, we are about to test NBA Fast Break.
Right, you spotted something.
There's an error right now. You see that little dot after the 1? That's called the credit dot.
I'm sorry, where are you looking?
Okay, just wait till it comes back.
The DMD?
Yeah, the DMD.
Okay.
There's a little period, a little dot
Okay.
after the number 1. I just put quarters in it to test the mechs.
Right.
And that's called the credit dot error. It's true. And so an operator can look at that and know there's an error without turning the game on.
I see.
And it's really cryptic, like a normal person would not see it.
Right.
And I saw it like right away.
Sure.
So we gotta wait for it to come back around. So right now there's an error on this game and we're gonna figure out what it is. It could be the checksum error, which this game throws up every now and then.
Sure.
Which it's like a false negative or positive, the checksum error.
Right.
And you just turn it on and off and then the error's gone.
Okay.
But we gotta wait for it to cycle back around. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, there it is. See that little dot after the E?
After score, yes.
So that's it. And right there after the 1?
Yes.
So that means there's an error on the game.
Okay.
So let's open it up and can you hold my camera, please?
Yep.
So let's open it up and see what the error is. And there's... Alright, so there's the error, test report. Yep, checksum error. Exactly. So when it gets that error, I just turn it on and off. And it's been doing that in my basement forever.
Sure.
So like it does it like once every 30 times. So that's it. Now the dot's gone. That's it. So no error. So it's fine.
Cool.
So that's an easy fix. But the thing is, there wasn't really a problem because no one knew what the dot meant.
Right.
And the next time the game was turned on, the dot would be gone.
Yep.
But a lot of times though, when that dot's on, it could be anything. Like if a switch doesn't get hit after so many games, it assumes the switch is bad.
Right.
And then it throws up an error. It says left lane
You
switch.
just test it with your hand or whatever?
Yeah. Because so far since this game's been here, we had an error too on the right sling. The leaf switch was closed.
Right.
And so it could
register.
never activate.
Yeah.
Right? So I got an error on that, and I just spread the leaf apart, and then it fixed it.
Yep.
So.
Get ready for today's feature.
All right. So I usually just start the game, make sure it works. So now Ghostbusters doesn't have the credit dot.
Okay.
But if you put it in the test, it'll tell you if there's an error. At least
Do other games have that credit dot?
all the Williams do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now I don't know if maybe there is some little dot on this that I'm not aware of,
Sure.
but I've never seen it. So this one you go like that, and then if there's an error, it says right now.
I see.
So right now it says service menu. So this game's fine. There's no error. So. I'm in the service menu still. Okay, oh no. Okay. So usually with this one, I just put a quarter in each. And that's it.
Yep.
And then I clear the credits out. Should we play a game? Oh, there's 1 and 3 credits.
Ghostbusters here. Player 2.
So this game's been holding up really well. Yeah, big earner and it plays great. Still, it still feels exactly the same as it did in the basement. It's a cool game, right? So yeah, you want to try it?
Sure.
We've done plenty of Ghostbusters videos. So, all right, we're gonna play this. We'll come back.
Yep.
All right. So then, also, what I usually do is I Windex these games. These pinball machines get so many like fingerprints. Like it's not as bad as the video games. Like these do though. I don't know what it is. Like people are just like, "Argh." And I usually clean the other operator's game too, because it makes us look good, right?
Yeah, nice guy.
So this operator used to have Monster Bash in here.
Yes.
Which
I was gonna say, this is new, right?
Which is an amazing pin. Monster Bash is awesome.
Yeah.
But he had a lot of problems with it. That game always had the error dot, and it was resetting. So the board had a lot of issues, so they pulled it out and they replaced it with Monopoly.
Okay.
Now Monopoly is a Pat Lawler game.
Yeah.
I kind of like Monopoly.
Yeah.
I almost got a Monopoly. I think that our friend Matt Osborne was selling one. Do To me though, it looks so like old, doesn't it? Like it doesn't look very slick compared to like the new Sterns.
Yeah.
Doesn't it just not look slick at all?
Yeah.
It looks really clunky.
The colors don't really pop.
Yeah. I mean, look at. I mean, this is Stern, and so is this. They look like they're made by two different companies, right?
Yeah.
And it's got incandescent bulbs.
Right. Well, you can really see that, huh?
What?
The incandescent bulbs.
Yeah.
It just sounds like a...
Oh no, actually, I think he upgraded to LEDs. I take that back. Originally it did. These are LEDs over here.
I see.
He might have put the kind of retro ones.
Yeah, they're moving way too fast to be incandescent.
What do you mean they're moving way too fast?
Well, like an incandescent bulb, when it turns on and off.
Yeah. It ramps up.
Exactly, ramp up and ramp down. LED is just
Yeah.
on, off, on, off.
All right, so that looks good. So let's kind of walk around, and if I see fingerprints, I just usually wipe it down.
You are a janitor.
I am a janitor. Hi. Looks good, right? So Neo Geo, we got 4 games in here.
Yeah.
Last Blade, Metal Slug, Baseball Stars 2, and Bust a Move. So this is the worst one, Baseball Stars 2.
Really?
Yeah, we might swap that out. I was thinking about putting in I have that shooter in mind. What's it called? It's not Polestar, it's the other one. Yeah, Blazing, yeah. Thought about putting that one in. So this has a lot of fingerprints on it. This is the Windex episode.
So all your games, which one in here would you say is the most problematic?
None.
Really?
Yeah, they're all good.
dialed in?
Yep. They've all, I mean, a lot of these have had issues, like Berserk kept buzzing, like a 60 hertz hum, and I found out that was the power supply header connector. So I reset that, and it hasn't done it since. Galaga 3 kept giving me a lot of trouble. Galaga 3 is the only game I've ever seen that actually has a coin jam indicator on the screen.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and this game kept saying coin jam, and it turned out it was the wires. The wires were interfering with the quarter drop, and so the quarter was coming down and hitting the wire and getting stuck on the switch. And it took me a week to figure it out. And I come in here and it would say coin jam, and if it says coin jam, you can't play a game.
Right.
It prevents you from starting a game.
Yeah.
So then I would fix it, and then I come in like 2 days later and it'd say coin jam. I'm like, what is going on? And it turned out, again, I didn't realize it was the wires were catching the quarter and it was keeping the switch engaged.
Yeah.
The one game that is giving us a bit of trouble is Pac-Man, and the problem is static electricity.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because if you walk up to that game and drag your feet and touch the coin slot, it resets.
Really?
And we can't figure out how to fix it.
And there's ground straps.
We added grounds.
Really?
Yes. And we even took our continuity meter and tested ground to the ground plug in the outlet to the coin door, and we have complete continuity.
No kidding.
Yep. So the game's completely grounded. Yeah. So like, if you walk up to this, you have to really try to do it, right? It doesn't happen every time. But if I drag my feet, right, and then I come up with my key, look at that.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
So someone emailed me and said they had a real problem in one of their arcades with this, and they would lightly wet the floor.
Oh.
We're not doing that. So if anyone knows a fix for this, I'm all ears, because...
Well, they do make ground mats, right? So like in the business where I work in, where they have labs, electronic labs, so you can have a mat on the floor and you can have it plugged into the ground, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
You gotta like really drag your feet to do it. And you know, it's all carpeting. So
I almost wonder what would happen if you remove the ground strap from the coin door, because then the charge can't work its way back to wherever.
Oh, that's interesting.
Just isolate it, have it be a floating piece of metal.
Ah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's actually not a bad idea. Just remove all the ground straps.
Well, leave all the ground straps, but remove it from the coin door.
Right, so it's isolated.
Yes. Because then the charge can't go on.
Yeah, I think we'll do that. That's a good idea. So, all right, we're done. We're ready to go. We checked all the vital games, so let's get out of here. All right. All right, Adam, here it is.
Here it is.
So this is Bally Midway's Two Tigers.
Yes.
Okay. Now there was two versions of this game.
Okay.
The original dedicated version.
Yeah.
Okay. And by the way, this is a Bally Midway MCR game. So MCR hardware set, you know, Tapper, Tron, Spy Hunter, Domino Man. I love all of these games.
Yep.
I love them all. And so anyway, Two Tigers was a dedicated and a conversion kit. This is obviously the conversion version. This used to be a Tron, guys, okay?
Man.
Well, I don't know, okay? Oh, man, right? Do you think, oh, man, really?
Yeah. Well, this is the game. So this is the game that I thought you were talking about.
Yeah.
I spotted this, and my initial thought was, boy, what would it take to convert it back to a Tron? But
I think converting it back to a Tron would be wrong.
well, this was a factory conversion, right? As opposed to like a
No, a factory kit.
factory kit. Okay.
Yeah, so Bally Midway made a kit
Right.
to convert Trons into Two Tigers, okay? So this is the factory kit.
Okay.
This is what Bally Midway intended, right?
That's legit.
And honestly, personally, to convert this back to a Tron, I think would be a mistake.
Probably.
Because this is a part of arcade history, legit, real arcade history, right?
Right.
And so this is the conversion. It's got the full side art. I mean, the artwork's great. You know, it's right over the Tron artwork, by the way. So you can see the Tron artwork creeping through right there. So anyway, let's back up. So there was a dedicated version. The dedicated version is very different than this.
Okay.
The dedicated version did not use spinners. Okay? These are like weighted spinners that Tron has.
Right.
They're not like the Tempest spinner that spins forever.
Sure.
Like there's some weight behind
you can
these.
feel it, yeah.
And the same spinner that Tron had. Okay, now this control panel obviously is a lot bigger than Tron's.
Yeah.
So it sticks out, right? And it's 2 players simultaneous, right? But the dedicated one did not use spinners.
Okay.
It had basically like 2 Gorf joysticks
Oh, okay, yeah.
that made a steering wheel.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Right? So they took like 2 like Tron style joysticks or Gorf style joysticks and made like a pilot steering wheel out of it. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
So and then also the dedicated version, the gameplay is a little bit different.
Okay.
And we'll play it when we get in the basement. The gameplay is a little bit different.
Really?
And the dedicated version has an 8-track player that continuously plays this war music.
Okay.
Like bombs going down, like you know.
But the dedicated version is also MCR based?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
But the dedicated version. So this is what I've heard talking to friends.
Yeah.
Like in particular John Exedy,
Right.
who I like a lot. You know, he says that this version is way more fun to play.
Okay.
It's more fun to play with the spinners
spinners, yeah.
than the steering wheel.
Right.
And the plane is kind of like looping. You know, like you remember the game Looping,
Yes.
where you have a plane that
Yeah.
is kind of like just you just
Yeah.
turn it
Yep.
left and right.
Yep.
So you do that.
It's more intuitive, I guess.
It's more
Controls are
intuitive with the spinner, right?
Yeah.
So he says that's the version to get. That's the best version. Blah blah blah. Because
So it's co-op or we can fight each other?
yes,
Oh,
yeah. So there's 2 different ways.
nice.
So why don't we plug it in?
Yeah.
And then also I want to look around. Like there's a lock bar on it.
Yeah.
So I want to. I don't know. Do we leave that? I'd like to at least remove this end of it.
Right.
You know. I'm not going to do any cosmetic stuff to this. I'm really not. I think really, for all original, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does. Well, I mean, it's been sitting in that basement for 10 years or whatever.
Well, it's been at that school for 20 years.
Yeah.
And then in the basement for 10.
Right.
So I think it looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
For all original?
Yeah.
I mean, I already have a Tron, so and really converting this back to a Tron, that would
I
be
think it would cost an arm and a leg because the translight's probably gone right in the back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
And then also the monitor was rotated horizontally.
Yeah, it's true.
Tron's has a vertical
Yeah.
monitor.
So it'd be
So
too much work.
the Bally Midway conversion kit rotated the monitor horizontally,
Sure.
added this, added that, new glass, new control panel. I mean, this is what Bally Midway intended. This is not like an operator creation.
Right.
So I think it's pretty cool because of that, right? I don't know. I'm kind of excited, man. The gameplay's pretty neat. I'll tell you the truth. I don't have a lot of experience playing this game. but I'm looking forward to playing. I just plugged it in. Did it turn on?
I don't hear anything. The light just turned on.
It did?
Yeah, the marquee light flickered, but I don't see anything on the screen here. Oh, there we go.
I hear the HV.
Yep. Here we go.
So when we get in the basement, we'll really play it.
Two tigers.
Let me turn the light off. Maybe when we get in the basement, we'll dial the monitor in.
Sure.
It's too bright out here.
That up on top.
Yeah, I think that's just an MCR thing.
Okay.
Because my Tron does that,
Right.
So we really can't see it right now.
Too bright.
Yeah, it's too bright in here. But let's see if we can open the coin door and the back and just kind
Yeah.
of take a peek. So it looks like the operator spray painted the living heck out of this, though, I could tell. He spray painted right over the Midway badge.
Now on the Tron, does it have any graphics on the front?
No.
Okay. Just black.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
the Tron.
yeah, it's black. Hopefully this is...
still SSPC, right?
Yeah, so it's got the Tron Translite, or the Tron plastic bezel. Now, I don't know if that has a black light in it.
Right.
If it does, if it doesn't, I'm gonna put one in there. Just to have some extra glow action going on. So this key doesn't seem to open this door.
It should open. That's where it came from.
Was this key in this when we got it? Oh, okay. All right, good. All right, so let's see what's in here.
Oh, here's the other key.
Oh, there's the back door key. Oh, two Tigers, 2794, and there's the coin count.
Wow.
79858. That's funny. Where's the coin counter?
Right here.
Oh, there it is. So right now, okay, so in 1994, it was at 79. What was the number?
Let's see. 79858.
Okay, in 2017, it's at 80,000.
Wow.
248.
Less than 1,000 plays.
So in the last like 23 years, this game's been played like 1,000 times.
Yeah, if that.
Because they were coining up every game. There was no
Right.
free play, right?
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
By the way, is this a black light? I don't know. I can't really tell.
Would you throw a black light in here or just a normal fluorescent?
I kind of want the black light. No?
I don't know.
Really?
That would be different than Tron, I think. If you
Yeah, maybe. All right, let's see if we can get to the back, Adam, and see what's going on back here. We found one of the keys in the coin door. Is that...
But I don't think it goes to...
Really?
I don't think it does.
It definitely doesn't go to that.
Yeah.
That's a totally different...
Fits in here, but it doesn't turn.
Really?
Here, I'll let you do it. You got a better angle than me.
It doesn't turn.
It fits in here, but it wasn't turning for me.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
It turns. So...
Is that one also screwed or no? Or maybe it's the weight of... No,
There you go.
Oh, so there's the board.
Yeah, you know the board's a Tron board.
Right.
It's just, I believe it's just a ROM swap. And then let's see if we can get the top one off. I mean, we're going to do this again in the basement because I want to adjust the monitor before we slide it in.
Sure.
And I'll probably pull the bezel off on my time and clean the glass. And also the monitor. Because when these games sit for 10, 20 years, the monitors just attract like dirt and grime. And a lot of times the picture will improve. Yeah.
Is it locked?
Where's that other key? Did you have two keys?
Yeah. That's the other key right there. I don't think that goes to this.
No? Sure it does.
Boy, I'm not having good luck with keys. Huh?
All right, so we have a 4900, which is great. Love that monitor. So the bottom of the cabinet, maybe I'll vacuum it real quick before we bring it down, or I can vacuum it downstairs. I don't know, whatever. So we have a 4900 monitor right here.
Yeah.
And then on the bottom, there's the MCR board stack. That is a Tron board. That was a Tron board. They just swapped the ROMs to two Tigers. I believe that's the only mod for this kit. And then our original MCR power supply. So it looks all legit, not hacked. All original in here.
Nice.
And what's that piece of wood?
Somewhere.
That looks like for the door maybe, huh?
Could be.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a nice all original MCR game. You can still see the Tron little thing there. I think this is going to be great in the basement. So you can see how they rotated them.
Here, if they have that light underneath? I don't see.
No, I think you have to access it from the front.
Okay.
You mean the black light?
Yeah.
So you could see they relocated the speakers.
Yeah.
So where are they now?
Well, they point down, right? That's them. These are them right here.
Oh, they did not relocate them.
Is that where they-
Oh, I see. So the speakers are now behind the bezel, whereas before they were in front of it.
I see.
On Tron,
Okay.
right? Because the Tron monitor came back more.
Is that what these grooves are
Yeah,
for?
so that's where the Tron monitor was originally.
I see.
And then those brackets are relocated up there for a horizontal setup.
That's where this piece goes. That piece of wood matches this here.
Oh yeah, that's where that goes. We can maybe staple that real quick. But you can see that I think the Tron brackets were originally right here.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, why don't we bring it in the basement? Actually, we'll clean it up really quick and then bring it in the basement.
Sure.
All right, Adam. So compressor's going. So we're gonna staple in this piece of wood right here, and I think we should throw some glue on it too, right? And it's just gonna go right here like this, and we can kind of see where it was.
Yeah.
So like right there, right?
Yeah.
So we'll throw some glue on here. Please don't be plugged.
Frozen.
I just used this the other day for the Xenophobe.
Oh, you did.
I do have a problem with these tips clogging up on wood glue.
Yeah.
All right, so can you please hold this?
Sure.
And then I'll get the nail gun ready. So I'm just using my cheapo Campbell Hausfeld. Campbell Hausfeld! And then we're using these. These are kind of meaty. Hopefully we don't crack it.
Yeah. No, I think you're fine.
You think so?
Yeah. Look how big this is. Half inch.
Okay. And then our compressor is all charged up. So can you hold the nail gun?
Sure.
Or actually, I'll hold it in place and you can nail it. So I can see where it used to be because of the wear marks. Mm-hmm. So like right there. Hit it.
All right.
So we're gonna have to just forego down here.
Right.
So this is all cracked because I could see that they threw screws through here.
Yeah, right through it.
And it split that in half. Why don't we throw a couple staples in here to tighten this up? One lower.
Lower?
Yeah, right there. Yeah, that's perfect. And then hopefully, I tell you what, Adam, just one more staple right above here just to keep this close.
Yep, close as I can.
All right, that's good. And then the glue will do the rest for us.
Yep.
Okay, so that's good. All right, Adam, it's not too bad in the bottom, but while we're able to, let's just vacuum it really quick.
Sure.
I mean, looking at the bottom, it's not too bad really, but might as well take advantage of the fact that we're in the garage right now. Good?
Good to go.
Looks good. All right, so we're gonna button this up and let's bring it down to
The basement.
the basement. All right, Adam. The game's down here.
Boy.
Dude,
That was, I think, the roughest game move we've done.
I agree. Yeah, this honestly, it was so heavy
It was
and
pivoting
awkward.
on the air.
And because this part sticks out, the cart could never get flush on it.
Yeah.
And so the game kept coming off the cart.
Pivoting on the ground.
And then at one point, the cart was completely on my foot,
Yeah.
and I was screaming. I was screaming like a little girl. So, wasn't I? Yeah. Is it coming off the cart? No. All right. Ow! Ow! It's on my foot. It's on my foot. What do I do? It's fine. One more. I was like, it's on my foot. It's on my foot. So, Adam, the one thing I want to do, just before we put it in,
Sure.
I noticed on the top it was really dusty, and you know, it's been sitting in a school's basement. So I'm just going to simple green this stuff up here.
Okay.
Yep. We have a chance to clean it up. We probably should, right? We don't want gross games down here. Could you maybe please go to the
Yes.
front and just, let me look at that. Look at all that. And just do the other side. And then I think the front is rather presentable.
Yeah.
The sides, I don't really think we need to clean these. I don't know, what do you think? It's pretty grimy on the top though.
Yeah, top is bad.
All right, so we have to actually pull the...
cord out, right?
Yeah, we have to pull the cord out. I have to actually get the key. Let me get it. All right, so let's... I guess we can just open the bottom panel and then just pull the cord out. So I don't think that this game has free play.
Right.
I'll have to look at the dip switch settings. I actually read a bunch of stuff about this online before I picked it up.
I know a guy who can fix that.
The free play?
Yeah.
Oh, the coin up? Or the one up?
Coin up.
One up, coin up.
No, I just call it the coin up.
All right, so we can plug it in.
All right.
So, because I used to have Street Fighter plugged in over here, and Street Fighter used to be plugged into this.
Can we turn it off? We could slide it in and turn it on.
I wanted.
Make sure it works. That's a good idea. Okay, lights on.
Good?
Yes.
So let's go like this with the cord.
Let's turn it off while we move it, huh?
I don't care. As long as we can get to the power.
Right.
So when we slide it in, we make sure the cord's on the top,
Right.
so it doesn't get bunched up.
Okay.
All right, so let's kind of rotate it. Wait, how many MCR games do we have down here?
2, 3.
4.
Where's your fourth one?
Tapper, Tron, Journey,
Oh, Journey.
and 2 Tigers. And I used to have Domino Man, Discitron.
Right.
I think those are the only other 2 I had.
Yeah.
So like, I need to get like Satan's Hollow,
Yes.
Spy Hunter. Oh, we know where Spy Hunter is. That Spy Hunter's not going to be cheap from that school.
Yeah.
We kind of told him the value too.
I think it moves nice. Oh, it's just because it's longer, right? So it sits out a little bit?
Yeah.
Because of the back?
That doesn't sound good. So with the leg lever, we're gonna have to adjust. So let's actually. So right now it's kind of wobbly.
Yeah.
So that bottom.
This one here's got to go down, you think?
Yeah, I do. So if you can, maybe.
Just try to go down there and turn it?
I want to get. I want you to kind of lift it up so I can turn it. Does this have carpet slider leg levers? How's that? Is it better?
pretty good.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Actually, let me go down. Just do it again.
Sure.
All right, now try it. Still good?
Yeah.
Better?
That's about the same, I think.
All right. So that's as far back as it goes.
I think so.
Okay, so let's turn it on. And I'm gonna Windex this real quick. I think later I'm gonna pull the glass off and clean the monitor. I really recommend you guys do that when you get new games. Just clean the monitor because you have no idea.
It's deceiving. It's deceiving how dirty it really is.
Oh, we didn't adjust the monitor.
Uh-oh.
Son of a gun.
You gonna pull it out?
I do.
All right, let's do it.
Because it's all blurry.
Yeah.
Yeah, the focus needs to be adjusted. All right, hang on. We're going to pull it back out. All right, we pulled the game back out again. So I'm going to adjust the focus, and you tell me if it looks better or worse. All right? So on the flyback, right, there's 2 pots. One is screen, and the other is focus. Screen is more or less a brightness, and focus is just that, a focus.
Oh, that's worse. That's better. It's about the same, though.
Hang on.
That's a little better. Yeah, kind of a little better.
I really need a mirror.
Right.
How's that?
The same.
It does look like the monitor might be dirty.
That's got Tron burn. You see that?
Yeah. So do you think it's improving at all?
It improved since initially.
I turned down the...
Does NCR have a test screen?
Yeah, you know what? Oh, that looks better.
Yeah.
That 2 Tigers looks way sharper. All right, it's good enough for now. Adam, I'll probably do that later then. What I'll do is later I'll pull the game out. I'll remove the bezel, clean the monitor, and really dial in the monitor. But basically, to dial in the monitor, I usually use a mirror, the flyback focus and screen adjustments, and then play with the color pots here till you get a really good picture. I think this monitor is going to look good after I spend some time with it.
Sure.
Like, I can tell the blacks aren't as black. Like, I'm going to turn the screen down a little bit. Tell me if I go... What?
Yeah, that's even just that small adjustment.
Yeah, see, that looks way better.
Yeah.
You guys can't see, but I just turned the screen down because the black was like gray.
Yeah.
And just by turning the screen down a little bit, it got more black.
Oh, that's so much better.
Huh?
Look at that. Yeah. Oh, it's hard to see.
Oh, boy. All right. We gotta come up. Tell me when.
Oh, that's good. Yeah,
Right,
come here, check this out. See?
Oh, yeah. Check a little bit more.
It's hard to tell because that's a little too much.
That's too much?
Yeah, a little too much.
All right.
Right there.
Good?
Yep.
All right. And then also in here, there is a black level pot usually. Whatever. I'll play with this later. This is not the monitor adjustment video. So, all right, we're going to put it back in its hole. And Adam, we're going to play.
Yes.
You want to play this?
I want to play regular, and then I see there's a dogfight
Yeah.
mode. So.
Yeah, we're going to do both. So, all right, we're going to slide it back and we'll come right back. Okay, we got it in its hole. I have to say, I kind of dig it, man.
Yeah.
Now, the lock bar, I'll probably remove that.
Sure.
Because that's just way too commercial looking.
Right.
So, guys, the basement is coming back together here, little by little. We have one hole now.
Where's the hole?
Right over here.
Oh, yeah.
Because there used to be 2 pinball machines, now we just have the Bronco EM. Does that look really weird down here?
It looks a little out of place, I'll be honest, but
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
I like it because it's a new thing to work on.
Yes.
I've never worked on a mechanical game like that.
Right.
So that's a new frontier for me. So anyway, and we'll make it look good. I found a new back glass. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Cool.
So,
Okay.
All right. So here it is, Two Tigers guy again. Again, this is a conversion. This came out. I wonder what year this came out. Oh, right here, 1984. See that?
You can read that?
Yeah. Well, look at the last 2 numbers.
4, that's
IV. That's 4.
4,
Right.
So this is manufactured and licensed from Arcade Engineering. So I wonder if this is like a hack that somebody else came up with and then they licensed it from them?
Well, the thing is, Bally Midway was using a whole bunch of companies.
Oh, they were? Okay.
Like Marvin Glass. They did Tapper and Domino Man and all those games.
Okay.
So outside inventors or whatever, game designers were
their
coming
software.
to them with ideas in code.
Right.
So that's probably what this is right here. So,
Okay.
and just like Miss Pac-Man was designed by
Crazy Otto, right? By a bunch of guys from
and same with Quantum, that was done by the General Computing folks in Boston.
Yes,
so
yes.
that happens a lot back then.
Okay.
So I'm sure that this arcade engineering, and they probably had something in their contract, if we license this to you, you need to give us credit on the marquee.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that's what that is.
Yeah.
So this came out in 84, and Tron came out in 81.
Okay.
Is that right? Well, according to the marquee, it's 81. God, it seems like it came out after that, but I guess not. So Tron came out in 81. This came out in 84. So Trons have been in the arcade for a full 3 years.
Yeah.
And the operators are probably going, oh my God, this thing's not earning any money. And here comes Bally Midway. We got a new kit for you.
Sure.
And I think it's a really good looking kit.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's play the game. So let's look at the controls here. So we got 2 weighted spinners. And we have a bomb and a shoot button, each of us. And then we have a 1 pilot, 2 pilot start, and then 2 pilot dogfight. So we'll try both game modes.
Okay.
So I do know that the object of the game is to sink the battleship.
Okay.
Okay, and we're each piloting a plane. And see that crosshair on the screen?
Yeah.
That is the bad guys targeting us.
Oh, okay.
So we have to avoid that.
Okay.
Okay? And like this is a submarine level, obviously, where you're trying to bomb the submarine or something. All right, so let's clean up the game. And
I'm
I'm
gonna need to turn the volume down. Do you think?
well, the volume's inside the coin door.
Because when it was there, it was like crazy loud.
Yeah. Well, we should be able to do that through the coin door. Where's the key? Should we start a game and then?
Yeah, adjust it.
Wait, is that a black light or no?
I don't think so. No, this is not a black light.
No.
No.
Should I put a black light in there? What do you?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't even like this.
You really would? What do you guys think? Black light or no black light?
I just think it wouldn't go with the game, you know?
Yeah. What if it looks really cool though?
Like that?
Everybody wants their crotch to glow, right? It's a neat effect. All right, here's the volume. This non-free play business is gonna make me mad. All right, so I turned the volume down a little bit. Okay.
All right,
so it says one pilot.
Team play or dogfight.
All right, so let's do team play.
All right.
So we're gonna say
2 pilots.
we're gonna have to push that button. Let me get the camera in a good spot here. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm pretty excited here.
I know.
All right, so let's play 2 pilots. Mission: 4 holes to sink the ship. 4. Okay, so, dude, the first thing,
Like Tron, huh? Sounds like Tron.
the sound effects are identical. So I'm the pink plane.
Oh, I just went down.
Now the original dedicated had an 8-track player playing right now.
No way, really?
Yeah, playing war sounds. So we're trying to drop bombs on the aircraft carrier. Once you get your focus on your ship, on your plane, I kind of really dig it. The controls make a lot of sense.
They really do. The spinner's so much better.
Yeah. Now we have unlimited lives. This is actually a timed game.
Oh, okay.
So if the ship leaves before being sunk, then our game's over. That's like how the game works.
Okay.
So we have, so it left and we didn't sink it.
Really?
So the game's
We
over.
needed 4 though. We destroyed that thing.
Oh no, the game's not over. Maybe if it's, did we sink it? I don't think we did.
Oh, what a view. Here we go. Oh, that was that. I think we did. Here's a new ship.
Right. There's a landmine down there. So this game is chaotic.
Yeah, it is. This is a game that I think would be 10 times more fun probably playing with another person.
Yeah. But I kind of like to focus on it one night and try to get a really high score. Because I think once you get into the controls, which I'm starting to, I don't know, man. I kind of dig this. What's going on here?
I see one score on the bottom. Is that a collective score between the?
Oh, look at you can fly. We got 3 holes. 3 holes. We gotta get another hole in the plane. In the boat.
Oh, I went down. Over there.
There, we got it. We got it. We blew it up.
Where am I?
So I think this is like a little intermission level here.
Bonus level. Oh, here we go. Another ship. Where am I?
Shoot. So again, we were saying that you think maybe they kept the Tron sound ROMs?
I would say yes, except for the bomb sound.
Yeah, right.
The bomb sound isn't used anywhere in the Tron hardware.
Right. So maybe they kept one of the ROMs or something.
Or maybe it's just. But it has that light cycle sound to it.
Yeah, totally. All right, we got 3 holes in it.
There's a 4th, right? No, missed it.
I'm gonna have to look at the dip switch settings to make sure it's set right.
Where do you?
Uh-oh, we're running out of time, I think. See, it's gonna leave. I think the game's over now. Now, what's that garbage on there?
I don't know.
Convoy 2. Oh, 5. Now it takes 5 to sink.
Submarine.
What's interesting is you can go off the screen and come out the bottom. You know that?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Damn it! You know what I'm gonna do after this?
What's that?
I'm gonna go on Twin Galaxies to see what the world record is. I'm gonna get into this.
Got a little bit of a time pilot feel to it.
And I was thinking the same thing,
Yeah.
especially because you can go off the map.
You know what would be cool is to play time pilot with a spinner.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So it left, and we didn't sink it. Game over. So I think after so many leave without you sinking it, the game ends.
Right.
Oh, I'm gonna have to put a battery on this game.
Oh, I dig that music.
So I can see the red drive maybe is too hot. Like the background is kind of red.
Yeah.
It's
a real blues thing, right? Is this me?
Yeah. Oh, look! It says John and Adam. You can put in 2. Oh, that's kind of fun.
Isn't that cute? We're the best.
Designed by Arcade Engineering. Boy, these guys really wanted credit, huh?
Yeah.
They were like, hey, look at this. All right, so there it is. That's Two Tigers. What do you guys think?
I think it's cool.
I think it's totally cool. Yeah. And I just love all this MCR stuff.
It's a good party game.
Yeah. I'm excited to get good at it. By the way, I'm gonna clean up this control panel overlay later too. I'm gonna take a magic eraser to this and really make these whites pop.
Yeah.
There's some cigarette burns over here, it doesn't bother me. But I could tell that I want to remove the glass here and just clean all of this up.
So do we want to do...
Oh yeah, we didn't play the Dogfight.
Dogfight?
Oh yeah, let's do that. I'm actually curious to see what that's all about. All right, Adam, just go ahead, start it up.
Ready?
Yeah. All right, so it says
Dogfight, destroy all your opponent's
sink
planes.
3 subs for an extra. Shoot down all opponent planes to win the game. Oh. Look! We have finite amount of planes. Oh, you bastard! Oh, this is fun.
Totally out there. I
like this mode.
This is fun.
This is a great mode. Oh! Come on, Adam. I got you. Dude, how do you shoot? Oh, you can hit the submarine with your bullet. You don't need to do the bomb. Oh! Here, get the sub,
Oh, you can get the sub too?
Yeah, you can shoot the sub, and it says if you shoot 5 subs, you get an extra plane.
Where am I? Oh, I'm on the other side.
The shooting sound really does remind me of Time Pilot.
Yes. That wasn't an MC. That wasn't a Valley Midway.
No, that's Century, yeah. Hey, that was cool.
That is fun.
That was actually not bad at all.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, so, Adam, you want to hang out?
Yeah.
Let's do some viewer mail.
Cool.
So yeah, guys, what do you think, huh? I dig it, actually.
I
think it's a great addition to the basement.
Yeah.
It's such an oddball thing, too. That's why that was what really attracted me to it. I'm sitting there looking at it on Craigslist. I'm like, what is that thing? That's so cool looking.
It's obscure.
So, all right, let's do some viewer mail. I printed some out, Adam. Let's have a seat over here.
All right.
I was going to work on the Bronco this weekend, and this kind of just happened, and I messaged Adam. I said, hey, you want to go for a ride?
Sure. We haven't done one of these in a while. So.
No, we haven't. So, by the way, guys, if you want to participate in the viewer mail segment, you need to email them to me at john@johnsarcade.com. That's john@johnsarcade.com. Now, you're doing a viewer mail segment, I heard.
So what happens
Are you calling it viewer mail? What are you doing exactly?
Yeah, Adam at adamsarcade.com.
Oh.
No, what happens is I get swamped with emails all week long with people asking me questions about repairs and problems they're having with their games, and every once in a while I have time to respond. Yeah. And then it occurred to me that my responses are very generic, or the problems they have are very generic, very common, I guess.
Yeah.
So rather than just answer this one person, why not just record myself answering their question, and then everybody can benefit. So.
Exactly. And by the way, Adam does have a YouTube channel. It's called One Circuit, if you're not aware. So just go on youtube.com/OneCircuit. That's just no dash or anything, right? Yeah. Okay, so by the way, again, if you want to participate in the viewer mail, email them to me at john@johnsarcade.com. The track sound.
Oh, okay.
Thing's going crazy. Or did it start a game?
I don't think so.
It had like 5 credits in it.
Actually, yeah.
It started a game, didn't it?
You think so? I can't tell.
Do you think after a while? Yeah, the game started by itself. Because it had like 5 credits in it, so it probably just starts if it's stale?
Pick a game, 1 player or 2 player, whatever. Yeah.
Why do you think it did that? I never heard of a game doing that.
Me neither.
Those arcade engineering guys, no wonder they wanted all this credit. So yeah, john@johnsarcade.com. Could be a question, could be a comment, could be anything. All right, the first one here, actually, this is a good one for you.
Okay.
Because we can talk about something.
Okay.
This is from Edwin. John, I have an opportunity to purchase a pole position.
Oh. What's that?
Or a pole position 2, okay? Not sure which one I like better. What do you think? Ed.
2, right? Because you get both. Isn't the first track and pole position the same? First track and pole position 2 the same as pole position? No?
totally different games.
You'd think I would know this, right?
Totally different games.
They're different games, but I thought the level,
the map is the same.
Yeah.
But the way the game plays, totally different.
Oh, really?
It's totally different. Pole Position 1, and I've really learned this in the last few months. Pole Position 1, to me, is the better game of the two, without a doubt.
Okay.
It's the pure experience, the mechanics, the driving, how it works is just magnificent.
Right.
Okay. Once you get good at Pole Position 1, then switch to Pole Position 2.
Okay.
It's more of the same, but it's different.
Right.
It's like a new. It's like a new experience.
Right.
Because I've been playing for high score at the Hangar. Honestly, Pole Position 2 is the only game I play at the Hangar.
Okay.
It's the only game I ever play.
Yeah.
And so I go there, I put a quarter, and I'm trying to get a high score. The game behaves so differently.
Really?
There's wind resistance with the cars.
Really?
If you get too close to the other cars, it slows you down.
Okay.
The puddles, when you run over the puddles, it really slows you down.
Is the AI different, more aggressive, or?
I don't know about that. It's similar.
Okay.
When you crash, it's longer.
Okay.
Like you're down for a longer amount of time, waiting for your car.
penalty.
Yeah, waiting for your car to come back to life, right? So all of those things add up to a really different experience.
Right.
So on Pole Position 2, I play Fuji.
Okay.
And by the way, Pole Position 2 has 4 tracks. There's Fuji, there's a test track, and 2 other like Japanese sounding tracks. And so I only play Fuji, which is the same as Pole Position 1.
Right.
But I like it because I know the track really well, but now it has these new mechanics.
Right.
So I've yet to finish the game.
Really?
I've only gotten Pole Position 1 time.
Really?
It's that hard.
It's
that hard. And I'm using the Twin Galaxy dip switch settings, and the game's just impossibly hard. Oh, by the way, in Pole Position 2, your car goes faster too.
Okay.
The top speed's like 270 or something, and on Pole Position 1, it's like 240.
Okay.
So your car goes 30. You shift at 200 miles an hour.
Right.
On Pole Position 1, you shift at 100 miles an hour.
Okay.
So like the games, they really
different
did mix it up. I'm getting a water. Hang on. Is this mine?
Yeah.
I'm parched. So yeah, I would say start with Pole Position 1, graduate, get a Pole Position 2 board.
Sure.
So you can swap later.
Yeah.
Or tell us, Adam, what's going on?
We're working on it. Oh, so actually, in my last, if you go and check out my channel One Circuit on YouTube, the first Ask Adam video that I did, the very end, that was obviously the most common question I get from everybody is how's the Pole Position project going?
Right, and if you guys aren't aware, Adam is building an FPGA
replacement.
Pole Position clone board that will essentially be a multi-board that has Pole Position 1, Pole Position 2, Atari, and then also the Namco versions of Pole Position 1 and Pole Position 2. And then we're doing a mod. We're creating a new game with new tracks.
We are?
With a track editor.
We are?
Are we? We should.
We should.
Wait, don't you think a track editor would be cool?
That actually would be kind of cool.
Can we add ramps?
Oh boy, I don't think the hardware is set up for that. I think you could probably figure out how the tracks are laid out, though. I mean, what's his face did with the DK remix.
Oh yeah,
Pole Position remix.
That would be fun to make. We should make like one of the Mario Kart tracks.
Oh, there you go. Shells.
Rainbow Road. Let's do Rainbow Road. So Adam's making this drop-in clone board. When we don't really care about whatever you're doing. I don't care. Just when is it done? That's what people want to know.
So in my video, we're working on the prototype. The prototype has been fully laid out, and I'm basically just going through the schematics.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have to, I have to fit the bill to have these built, and I don't want to have, broken boards come back. So I'm going through meticulously comparing the schematic to the layout, making sure everything matches, everything's what it needs to be.
Yep.
And then that's it. We'll go fab a few prototypes. We'll bring one here.
Yeah.
That you try it out. Right?
Yeah.
A few other people try it out, and then once we feel confident that that's what we're going to go with, we'll just start cranking them out.
So do you think in the next 2 months?
No.
3 months?
I don't know.
6 months.
I can't say. I don't want to. Giving dates, right? I mean,
2020.
People have been asking me dates forever, and so.
All right, he's not going to commit.
I don't want to commit.
It's done when it's done. Is that what you're telling us?
Exactly. Yes. But it's happening.
What do you think about putting the board in the hangar?
That's fine. Yeah, I actually would prefer that because it's going to get a lot of use.
It'll be on 14 hours a day.
Right, and that is probably one of the top played games at the hangar. Right?
It is. It's number 3.
Yeah.
It's the most played video game. Of all of them.
Right.
I mean, Turtles will probably pass it,
sure.
and maybe House of the Dead, but right now it is. And plus, again, it's on 14 hours a day. What a great way to test it. So I think we should put one in the hangar. So, and I was thinking about it. I almost don't want people to be able to switch games.
Just put it as pole position 2?
Yes.
Just let it go? Yeah.
Let it go.
Right.
'Cause I think it confuses people.
Sure.
I don't know. Sure. All right, moving on. So yes, Adam, it'll be done when it's done.
Yes.
And I recommend getting pole position 1 and then swapping the boards later, or get one of Adam's boards later, so you can play both.
Mm-hmm.
But I really love pole position 2. I do. Mm-hmm. It's fun.
It's a different experience.
It's a different game. It's like I've played so much of that, like I know that by heart, and now it's like it's the same, but it's on its on its head a little bit. I like it. So, all right, next one. This one's from Dan. It says EM Pinball Restore. Hey, glad to see the Bronco Pinball is in the basement. Look forward to watching you fix it. Looks like a fun project. I'm also working on an EM Pinball from the same era. Mine is Royal Guard. My biggest challenge is finding a backglass. Mine is so far gone that it can't be saved. Well, see that in the picture. So he sent us some photos. Let's take a look. So yeah, his EM back glass is blown out, Adam. So he wants to know what to do. So he says, I was hoping one of your viewers had one for sale. Mine plays just fine, needs paint on sides and new back glass. Hope to finish this summer. Thanks for all you do, John. Glad to see you enjoying running an arcade. Your friend and fan in Iowa, Dan. All right, so I'll tell you, I did some research on because my Bronco back glass is blown out, and I need a new one. It's ugly, man. It's like super ugly, right? And so I started asking around for a back glass, and I actually messaged some guys in the local pinball group, and I found one for $100. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go up to New Hampshire and pick it up. Okay. It's a long drive, but whatever. I think it'll be worth it. Sure. Now there is another option, okay? And actually, can you pull this up on your phone to make sure? There's a website called BG Resto. Mm-hmm. It's like BG Resto, and it's actually Clay Harrell. Do you know him?
No.
Clay Harrell is a really big, legendary pinball guy. Okay. And he does the pinrepair.com site and does the This Old Pinball videos. So he has a website called bgresto.com. Is it Resto or Restro? I'm not sure. Might be Restro.
Like Destro from G.I. Joe.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so it's bgresto.com. I really think you should contact him. So he does...
pick a glass. Or pack a glass.
Yeah, he does two things here, okay?
Back glass restoration. Oh, there's a ton of stuff in here about restoring back.
Yes, it's Clay. It's Clay Harrell. Yeah. He knows what he's doing. So, Dan, I would go to this place here, bgresto.com, and one of two things will happen, okay? This is what he does to get around copyright.
What does he do?
What? So you have to send him your back. Okay, here's what he does. Yeah. Okay, he will actually print a new back glass if he's done it before. Okay. Okay, he prints it. He laminates it to glass. Yeah. It's like sealed on there. It's supposed to look really good. It's not silk screen. It's some process he came up with, right? And then he says to you, okay, I'm going to send you this new restored back glass. Right. You have to destroy your original one.
Right, I was going to say, yeah.
Because I restored yours, right?
Yeah.
So you destroy the one you had, and I'll send you this restored one. Right. That's what he does.
So technically, that's the same amount in existence of the number of classes or whatever illegally.
Right, because I contacted him about the Bronco, and he said to me, okay, well, since I've already printed this one before, you don't need to send me your back glass. Okay. I'll make one for you, but I need proof that you destroyed your back glass.
Do a video of you destroying your back glass.
Isn't that crazy? So yeah, go to bgresto.com, and I'll tell you, it's not cheap, by the way. Really? It's $300 shipped.
But if you have no other option, what are you going to do?
Right. So I think what I'm going to do is do the $100 really good original. Yeah. That's about 90%. Yeah. Instead of 100. Right. Instead of paying the extra $200, it's not worth it, right?
No, on a game like this,
and a $300 back glass, that's more than I paid for the whole game, right? So yeah, go to bgresto.com. All right, this next one's kind of fun. This is from Steve. Hi, John. I came across your site and YouTube channel randomly, searching info on an old arcade I used to go to as a child. My parents would take me to the ShowBiz Pizza, Little Caesars, Chuck E. Cheese in Hoffman Estates, Illinois. I Googled the location because I was bored at work and found an old forum where you mentioned that you worked there. I had a few pics from a Caesars trip from around 86 or 87 that I thought you'd like to check out, okay? So he sent me some photos of this place in 86 or 87.
When were you working there?
86 or 87.
Are you in the background? Like in the Little Caesar costume?
I worked there in I was 16, right?
Okay.
So it would have been, no, it would have been 88. 88.
Okay.
72 plus 16, yeah. It would have been 1988. I worked there. Yeah, I worked there in 88. I worked there for like 2 weeks. It was the worst job I've ever had in my life.
Stories.
Oh my God, because I worked in the back making pizza.
Right.
Let me tell you something, making pizza sucks. I'm like, that's it, I've done this.
And when you weren't doing that, you had to entertain the kids in the costumes.
And then, so I worked there for 2 weeks. I got hired to make pizzas.
Right.
And then they had this calendar of events. And on the calendar, it said Little Caesar's coming, right?
Little did you know it was you.
And then they said, hey, who wants to be Little Caesar this time?
Right.
And I said, I'll do it. So I put on this big Little Caesar. Actually, let me show you what the costume looked like here. So yeah, Adam, I was wearing this costume.
You were Little Caesar.
Yes,
Good
I
job.
was Little Caesar. So I had to wear this costume. It was so hot. Oh my God, I'm like just sweating, and these kids are just molesting me, right? They're grabbing me all over and stuff. It was horrible. Okay, so 2 lessons: don't ever make pizzas for a living, and don't ever be like a mascot. I don't think that's good. I don't think.
And don't ever do both, right?
Yeah, but the one good thing about Little Caesars, though, now again, only 2 weeks though, but this is burnt into my mind.
Right.
When the day was over, when the shift was, the place is closed, we had to clean up the kitchen. The manager's still there.
Yeah.
He's like, and all the games are on.
Yeah.
And then you could just play the games.
Oh, nice.
As long as the manager was still there doing his stuff.
Sure.
And actually, like he would join us and we'd all play and hang out and have unlimited soda,
It was all redemption games, so they were all classics at the
Oh,
time.
it was all classics. Yeah. Just like the photos we saw there. Did I show the photos? Yeah, I did show the photos, right? No, I didn't show the photos he sent me.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
No, I showed the Little Caesar photo.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't you show the photos?
So here's the photos that Steve showed me of Caesar, of Little Caesar. It's actually called Caesar Land. Okay. That I worked at in Hoffman Estates in 1988. Here you go. Yes, Adam, you can see
Yes.
there's a lot of classics, right? So there's a pole position cockpit. There's all. I remember playing. These are the games I remember, and I've talked about this before. I know, but it's the games I remember most playing. There, Time Pilot was number 1.
Right.
I played so much Time Pilot. I couldn't get enough of that game. Baby Pac-Man, Ladybug, Tron.
Right.
Those are like the 4 games that I remember playing and liking.
Right.
And so since then I've gotten Tron, Time Pilot, Baby Pac-Man. So I haven't gotten a Ladybug.
Right.
But that's the game I remember playing there.
Right.
So that's the only other game I haven't owned. So yeah, that was cool, that place. Those were good 2 weeks.
Good times.
Yes. All right. Did I read 3? Are these ones from last time? I read that one. Yeah, that's 3, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. All right, these ones are from the last episode.
Okay.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video.
I had a question.
Yeah, I want to...
So I tripped over this. And I moved the game.
Yeah.
So what's going on with this?
So when we to bring the 2 tigers down, we had to move a bunch of stuff in my basement, and I got a bunch of junk over there. And so I made this when I was in junior high.
Okay.
And I 7th or 8th. Oh, this is 86.
86.
So this is I was 14. Right, so I made one of in art class.
Yes.
Which, by the way, I've learned through my kids that art is like a class that they're just canceling.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
My daughter's in honors art actually.
But do they have art every day, every week?
That's
Or
a good
gym?
question. I think it's a couple times a week.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's in.
Well, it seems like
class.
art to me, art class and gym class are like on the chopping block,
Yes,
right?
Yes.
But I had art every day, right? So anyway, we had to design an album, and this is the album I designed. And so it's so this right here is Rob Roska. I mean, Adam and I both skate, right? You can see I've been into skateboarding for a long time, right? So in '86, I made this album, and it was called Slick Sam and the Groovy Tomatoes. This is my fictional band, right? And then I put a Rob Roska creature breaking out thing on there, and it says Groovy, right? And then the inside is really cool. Right. I love the inside, right? What do you think, Adam?
That's awesome.
So that's the inside there. So we got Biff holding up a bug, A dog. I don't know. There's lots of dogs on here for some reason. And then this little, is that a mouse or a rat? He's saying casual. Brand X is a half pipe. I don't know.
I think
it's kind of fun to look at. What?
The band members on the back.
Yeah, and then on the back, these are the fictional band. So this character here, California Kyle.
Yeah.
That was my little guy I drew all the time.
Okay.
So he was like the coolest, California Kyle, right? And then we had so California Kyle on the guitar, Jim Bob on the keyboard, Slick Sam lead vocals and guitar, Maniac Mort on guitar, Biff on drums and sax. We had a saxophone in the band. And then look at the name of the songs. So side 1, Breaking Out. Okay, this is funny. Okay, see this right here? I'm gonna see that right there. BKCRSB.
Right,
you know what that means?
No.
So I had a friend Clint in junior high, and him and I drew a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And we came up with this thing called Bald Kids Can't Skateboard, right? And that's what that stands for. BKCRSB. And we would draw these bald, like they were like what they were like smiley face people.
Yeah.
With like normal bodies,
Right.
but their head was a circle with a smiley face, and those were bald kids, and we called it Bald Kids Can't Skateboard. I have no idea, but it cracked us up. So side 1, Breaking Out, Bang Your Head and Grin, Rad. Side 2, Groggle, I don't know what that is. Soak Your Head Surfing, California, Eat Orange Peels and Die. And then, all right, is this fun, by the way? Do you guys like this? Is this weird? And then inside here,
A record in there, isn't it?
yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
So there's a tomato.
Groovy.
Groovy. And then here's the fake record we made.
Really? Wow,
Yeah.
Look at that.
Huh? So this is like some wallpaper I took from my mom. You see that?
Yeah, it's great. Oh, man.
So yeah.
Groovy.
I don't know, it's kind of fun.
This is great. It's good that you kept it, though.
My mom kept all this crap. And then every time I go home, she gives me something to bring
that's
home.
What my mom does.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Actually, there's another thing I want to show.
I would make my mom gifts, like for Christmas gifts.
Oh, really?
And now she gives them back to me. I'm like, this was for you. What do I want this for? You know? This is the
Wait, you
ornaments
made her
us.
gifts and she gave them back to you?
Handmade kid ornaments.
Right.
On the tree. She's like, hand them in. You go, well, these are yours. You made them. I'm
Really?
Like, I made them for you. I don't want them.
That's funny. Yeah. So, all right, while we're doing this, let me show you one more thing. All right, Adam. I guess why we're showing this art from my childhood, I thought I'd show this to you too. Okay. Because it's kind of appropriate. It kind of goes with this. Okay. All right. So here's I did this the same year too.
What is this?
Huh?
Oh, which way does he go? This way? Oh, wow. What's that? You were a skater, dude.
Yeah, I worshipped it, man. Look at that. Isn't that badass?
Jams?
Yeah, Santa Cruz. Look at that guy's armpit. And then here, I also did a pinball machine.
Oh, wow.
This is all like 1980.
What does this say? The what? The Beast.
The Beast, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I did a water. This is all like 86. This was the cool way I spelled my name, by the way.
John Jacobson.
Isn't that badass?
The 80s font. That's sweet.
So look at Miles to the Beast. This is like a baby Pac-Man type setup.
Yeah. With a monitor up top.
With a monitor and then a playfield here. It's called. You're going to slay the Beast, right? And you're basically on this journey to him. And you got to
bomb joystick knob.
Yeah, right. Come on, dude. This is a young 14-year-old John designed this. We should make the Beast.
That's right.
Huh? Should we make this? Wouldn't that be cool, actually? Wait, can you imagine if I made the pinball machine I designed when I was 14?
That would be pretty cool. That'd be a fun project.
Wouldn't that be a great project? With pinball and video?
Yeah. A massive display here.
Yeah. Well, why did I have a segmented display and a TV?
Right. I don't know.
I shouldn't have done that. John today wouldn't have had both.
Right.
So whatever. I don't know. When we were looking at that album, it reminded me of these.
Sure.
So. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Be sure to subscribe to Adam's channel.
One Circuit.
One Circuit. YouTube.com/OneCircuit. And what else? That's it. We're done. So subscribe, like, comment, tell your friends. Also check out my podcast, Video Game Outsiders, at videogameoutsiders.com. We have an app. Go to iOS or Google Play Store and search for Video Game Outsiders. The app is free. It allows you to download the latest podcast for free. And also there's bonus content. I'm doing like a little like 10, 15-minute podcast every week called The John Show with John.
Okay.
And on it, I talk about arcade stuff, and also I read old viewer mail that I never got to.
Nice. Yep.
Because I have like viewer mail. I started doing viewer mail like 3-4 years ago.
Sure.
And so I have stuff from like 2015, whatever, 14 that I haven't read. Right. So anyway, listen to the John Show with John using the app. It's $2 a month, and then you get also Michelle's bonus show and the VGO extra. And then that's it, and then also the You Suck Show at yousuckshow.com. All right, guys, we're done. We'll see you very soon. Hope you enjoyed the video. It was kind of fun. We did a lot of stuff today.
But it was great.
We almost killed ourselves, and actually what you guys don't know is when I went to go get these posters, I broke an elevator action marquee. And it shattered into a million pieces into my sump pump. So that's gonna be fun to clean up. I think a shop vac will.
Yes.
So
make light work.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're done. We'll see you very soon. Later, and bye.